People, welcome to Newspaper Breakdown, 28th of the 10th. No paper today, it's online stuff today. There hasn't really been anything to excite me, so there isn't tons today. Gone through, I've had a look through, there's a lot of like long reads and some interesting stuff in like Byline and whatnot, but it's a long read. So the main news stories we've got is energy companies making tons of money, which is what we know. Shell made £8 billion of profit, and at this point, energy companies are practically begging for the government to tax them more. I mean, it's like fucking. It's like all of the energy companies are showing the government "fuck me eyes," and they're just there wanking. It is madness how you've got energy companies are on the right side of things at the moment. That's not how it should be. But the government are still unwilling to do the obvious thing to plug the massive hole that we've got in the budget, which is like 36 £36 billion hole or something like that, which is slightly less than the whole of the government's own figures of what we've lost since the Brexit vote. So, I mean, causation, of course, but does seem that there's a bit, something there. I said, oh, we're so close to seeing the fucking truth. So bloody close. Sunak will not attend COP27. COP27 is the climate summit where all of the powerful countries go to meet up to, frankly, get nothing done, but it's useful to actually go there so that you can say that you at least tried to get fuck all done. But Sunak has decided that the environment isn't as important as he claimed himself. You've had people like Theresa Coffey on TV this morning defending the fact of not going. You've got MPs tweeting about how it's a good thing that he's not actually going because it's him flying there and that's not good for the environment and all this shit. Sunak has given up on the environment. If this is where he's deciding, he's given up on it. Musk, of course, has brought Twitter, which is a good thing or a bad thing, depending on whether or not you think Musk is good. I personally don't. I think it's going to be a terrible thing. We have an issue with all of our media being owned by rich assholes, which is one of the reasons why media is so absolutely shit. Billionaires, of course, shouldn't exist, and they shouldn't own all of our media. Bezos owns Washington Post. Rupert Murdoch, who is he's who cancer evolved from. He owns lots of papers. Interestingly, when Michael Gove did that first ever interview with Trump, Michael Murdoch was in the room at the time it happened, which was reported on. What wasn't reported on was the fact that Murdoch was coaching Trump, giving him the answers so that he didn't look like a complete and utter twat, which failed. Right, if we're going to get to a point where every billionaire is going to own something, I look forward to fucking Bill Gates buying Etsy or someone getting hold of an OnlyFans. And final bit of news, it's only going to be a short one today. The Cabinet Office will not be opening up an investigation into Suella Braverman's breach of security protocols because there is no justice. This is what happens when the government investigate themselves. That's why you need an independent regulator for the government, or the police should get involved, or MI5 or something. Because if you have a look at the Joe blogs who have breached security offences, you'll tend to find the majority of them are in jail. But if you are a cabinet minister who breaks security protocols, then you're fine. You get a job back, don't you? Because those in power see you as lesser. You are not as important as them. Not even close, really. You're not even in the same fucking species as them. You are nothing. And that's how they see you. Because they believe that they deserve different rules to you. And all the evidence suggests that they get it. And so we just roll over and say, thank you very much, sir. Isn't it very kind of you? Charity founded by Jeremy Hunt paid 66% of income to chief executive, which is exactly as you'd expect from a charity set up by Jeremy Hunt. That's it. That's it for today. We'll be back on Fighting Form on Monday. There'll be more news. There'll be something worth sticking your teeth into. Set fire to the world. Well, have a good weekend.